much for joining me today. Today I wanted to do another foundation review, and this will be the review of the Avon Ideal Flawless Invisible Coverage Liquid Foundation. I am in shade Light Beige. This foundation is $12 if you're buying it online on the Avon website. It is a glass bottle. It comes with 1 fluid ounce for $12, and it does have a pump, which is awesome. The consistency of this foundation is very much creamy. It says that it's a liquid coverage foundation, but it's very much like a cream to me. I'll get right into it. This foundation is great. If you've seen my previous, I think it's the product reviews video, I talk about it and you'll know what I think about it if you've seen that video. This foundation has been just amazing. On application, it blends wonderfully. I need about maybe 1.5 pumps to just cover my entire face, which isn't that much foundation. Usually I have to use a lot more. I just blend it in using a brush, and it blends so easily and so seamlessly. It doesn't take a lot of, working the product into your skin. It just lays over very smoothly. The coverage of this foundation is great. I would say a very, very solid medium coverage, medium to full even. If you can tell, I have a lot of redness on my face, which isn't typical. It's just redness from, I think, a toner that I'm using that kind of fades on its own. So that kind of shows through. But usually when I don't have that redness, it covers all of my acne, all of my problem spots, just with one application, which is pretty great. I can definitely get away with just using one application. I did go in a second time just to cover the redness a little bit and provide some more additional coverage, and it lays great with 2 layers. If you want to build it up, it works very, very well. And this is what my face looks like with 2 layers of coverage. The finish is definitely a dewy finish. It looks very natural, but it is definitely on the dewy side. This is what my face looks like with a full face makeup. I did put some concealer under my eyes, and I used the Maybelline Age Rewind eraser, this right here. And I set my under eye area. Other than that, I try not to set the foundation so you guys can tell what it is naturally. The claims of this foundation is that it has complete coverage, it feels 100% natural, it looks great from every angle, and that it's lightweight and oil-free. I would have to agree with most of it. I think it has great coverage, like I already said. It feels really, really good on your skin. I wouldn't say that it's completely lightweight because you do, because it's creamy, you do feel like you have some kind of a cream on your face. But it just looks, it looks so great. It looks so natural that I can see where they're getting the lightweight claim. I have had this foundation on for 2 hours now, and you can see that without being set with a powder, it's definitely a dewy foundation. You can see some oils coming through, and it's hard to say if this is just the finish of the foundation being dewy or if it's actually oils breaking through. But either way, it does look a little shiny. So I would say that the negative to this foundation, one of the really few negatives, is that it's not for oily skin. It'll probably make you really, really greasy looking if you have oily skin. If you're normal, normal skin to maybe combination, you would definitely just need to set it with a powder, and I think you could definitely get away with it. I have normal skin, normal to combination. I get oily in my T-zone, and if I set it, it looks great. For the purpose of this video, I did not set my T-zone, just so you guys can, kind of have a better idea of what it looks like at 2 hours into the day. So I won't set it until I check in with you guys in a few more hours, just to see how it responds to the oil. I probably will be in the house most of the day today, so if you're out in the heat and humidity, it'll probably break up a little more and the oils will show through a little more. It is 6:11 in the afternoon, so it's been about 6 hours since I applied this foundation, and I really hope that you guys can see just how oily I'm getting right in the center of my face. And if I move around, the camera really picks up that oil. In real life, my face, especially right here, it looks very greasy. So this is about 4 or 5 hours into the days when you really need to touch up with a powder, which is what I'm going to do. A lot of times, if you just dab it with an empty brush, It'll pick up a lot of the excess oil and kind of, you know, get rid of the problem, but I feel like in this case you actually need to go in with some powder to really take away that, you know, greasy feeling. So I'm gonna use this Radiant Light Powder by Hourglass, and I started using that recently all over my face, and I just love the look. It takes away that oil and just gives it a more matte finish. There you go. That's kind of takes away the issue, solves the problem. But besides that, I feel like this foundation has held up really well. It's been 6 hours, and it's still, you know, it looks pretty good. It does wear off a little bit where you're more likely to touch your face. So like around the nose area and the chin is usually where my foundation wears off. I've had a very kind of relatively calm day today. I wasn't outside very much. I didn't touch my face very much. So I feel like it held up better than usual. But it still looks great. The foundation looks great. My makeup looks great. My bronzer and blush are still, you know, intact. So that's kind of a quick check-in to let you guys know how this looks 6 hours into the day. So to sum up, my only 2 gripes with this foundation is that it isn't transfer proof, and, you know, consequently that makes it not long wearing. It doesn't set to be a, you know, completely kind of a dry finish. It does retain some of that dewiness as you go throughout that day. So if you were to touch something or touch your face, you'll definitely have some oils left over in your fingers. That's kind of thing that I don't particularly love in foundations. And the second thing is that it does let your oils through, especially if you're in a humid, hot climate. And if you have oily skin type, this will not be very good for you. Besides that, I absolutely love this foundation. For $12, and even taking the price aside, I think this competes with a lot of the higher end foundations. The coverage is beautiful, the finish is amazing, it looks so healthy and natural in your skin, and at the same time covering all your imperfections and pimples. It just looks great, and like every time I wear it, I love kind of looking at myself in the mirror, because I'm like, oh, this, you know, my face actually looks healthy and vibrant. So I really love that about this foundation. If you guys haven't tried this out, I definitely recommend picking this up either on the Avon website. If you have an Avon rep that can, you know, order this for you, do that. I don't. I just bought it on the website, and I've been loving it. I'm about halfway through with this, and I'm pretty sure that I'll use this up very quickly. Well, I hope this review was helpful for you guys. Let me know if any of you have tried this, what your opinions are about it, and if you have oily skin, let me know if this works for you. Also, I started blogging, so check out my blog. It'll be linked down below for an in-depth review of this foundation. I also blog about some other cosmetic items and products on my blog that I don't necessarily cover on my YouTube channel, so be sure to check that out, and I'll be definitely more thorough about what I think about this foundation in the blog. Please give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and please subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thanks so much. Bye.